Hey guys, what's going on? It's been a long day. So I kind of feel bad that I don't have an interview lined up, but I think that's all right. We did two last week. It was huge. I want to say thank you to everybody that was there. We had, you know, my mind's just blown. Um, Red Cat. We had Ryan Cornmesser with the crawlers for kids. Man, that it was such great stuff and great times. Um, and don't be surprised if you see a benefit run for crawlers for kids coming from us here at Wrecker RC. Little tidbit. There's some few things in the works. I would say plan for mid-August if possible. It will be a full benefit. We're talking just literally pet everything once like the little stuff's paid back and good to go. So here's what I'm doing. I got some great stuff going on. First and foremost, I want to do a quick shout out to my boy um, Brent over at Intheworks RC. Many of you guys recognize the style body. This is a good old 2012 Axial SCX 10.2, or I'm sorry, SCX 10 body. Well, a few things were done to it. As you can see, here on the rear, this used to be where the spare tire carrier was, and it was like way up here and all kinds of ugly. We did a little bit of work. Sorry, I'm not used to this type of camera, so I'm just kind of getting used to it. I had a spare tire here, and I had a net here, and I gave my truck to my buddy Brent from Intheworks, and he said, all right, he was one of my very first sponsors. And he's like, all right, I'll take care of your links. We got a Brazin Chassis. Well, little bonus, he threw on all kinds of little scale stuff. I had this already on there, the netting and the sand ramp. But man, I mean, the wheel I had as well. But these little trinkets, I mean, these are points, man. All of a sudden, this went from a nice little, just a beer bottle holder, moonshine bottle holder, to functional, right? Who doesn't like a functional point? It's a beautiful thing. So a huge shout out. Got his sticker nice in front right up there. So he also took a few liberties, did a little trimming on the body, made a few things. And there's a reason why he did this. And I mean, basically when he told me he was going to button this up, I just told him go for it. Okay, this is a learning lesson from me. I don't have the experience that he does, so I just said, okay, it's in your hands. Have at it. Like a good artist should. Have it in your hands. All right, so you guys have seen the Brazin Chassis. Well, he took it to a whole new level. I just want you to take a look at this. Look at those links. I see, Brett, you're here. Yeah, they really are just that beautiful. So hey, what's going on, Jared? And Joe and Jim and Dennis. So he made these links. Like if you look at it, it is flat, and this is a full rest. The low center of gravity on this thing is stupid low. Truck weighs 8 pounds wet with battery, and you'll see. To keep everything low, I'm putting the battery right here. And I'm going to use good old 3M Velcro to put that on there. Got my two, I want to say, shout out gentleman, Eric Quandeloc, if I said it right. I apologize if I didn't, but he designed this little servo mount that goes on the transmission, goes right into where the battery carrier would be on a stock TRX4, and it now mounts my 2-speed servo for my 2-speed. So this is a fully functional transmission, which I really like. I appreciate. So just take a hot second, right? If it's blue, it came from Brazin. If it's for the most part, with the exception of this piece that I took care of, if it's black, it came from Brent, and there's a lot of prettiness on here. I'm so, what's going on, Sherry? I'm just so grateful about what he did. Made this box, right? Here's my receiver. I still have a little buttoning up of it to do, some waterproofing right in here and along the edges, but this holds out really well. I'm excited. I had a little learning curve on how to stuff this correctly, if you will, but that's a minor detail. Engine and the motor and the tranny, I did keep the metal just because it's a little more secure. And up under here, this is the Brazin chassis mount. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's something coming out for that. If I know Brent, he took it apart because he got curious. Sorry, I know you. You'll do it. You'll send it. And it also, what I really like about it is with the adjustment on the links, he also adjusted them so that my drive shafts have a much better angle. I really appreciate every second of that. That drive shaft angle is crucial, as I have learned. The more steep angle, the more higher likelihood you're going to have issues. Well, just at rest, look at that drive shaft angle. It's beautiful. With a little bit of load, it's almost perfectly flat, right? It's almost perfectly flat, just a little bit of load. I can't say enough about the work that he's put in here. He also took, as you can see, Brent he likes things nice and pretty. And as you guys have seen in my trucks previously, I'm not always the most pretty person. I'm about effective. Well, he took my BEC, buttoned it up, given another coat of waterproofing, and just took care of it. Here's probably one of the most important things, especially for those who are Brazin people, because this is a Brazin chassis. Right here, the Panhard. There's been a few small things, like some downside of the original design, where it bubbled out, and it was causing clearance issues, especially on a slightly longer wheelbase, that it just wasn't working out. So Brent got a little on a froggy side over at Intheworks, and he redesigned the Panhard to actually also be adjustable too. So if you look at that area, that's better light function right there. A little bit of functionality is going to be crucial, especially once to make an adjustment. I appreciate that. Thanks, Sherry. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the links, because that's one of the biggest things that's going to make this chassis work. Those custom links, not only are they going to lay flat, they're high clearance. Well, there's high clearances what they can get on such a low chassis, but what he did was bent them out to A, give me the proper wheelbase, and then B, it also gives that extra push out. So this is an SCX 10 frame rail. Sorry, this is the TRX4 axles. Well, there's a significant difference in the width. Those couple of millimeters add up really quickly. So what he did was bent them out at a custom angle, and he did it in front and rear. So that is going to really assist with the with just it looks cool, but it also assists to make sure that my wheelbase stays appropriate. Finally, one of the things that he buttoned up was the actual bumper itself. So I'm going to take 2 seconds. I'm going to put the body on. So you guys have seen a couple of pictures throughout, and you can look through the Facebook, the Book of Faces and whatnot, and see what it kind of looks like, right? Well, we throw the Jeep body on. All right, it's close enough to send. Right on. That's why. There we go. Boom, boom. Look, this thing is low, like very low. You look at the front clearance, and then this is where it gets really froggy. The front clearance, it's beautiful. He did a great job getting that in there. This is a Wordy made bumper, made to cut to fit. And apparently Wordy made figured really quickly that people were going to cut this to fit it because they did. He didn't have to drill anything. These are stock holes. This come from the factory. So, I mean, shout out to Brent for taking the body, and just doing those small things that take it from just, from being a cool truck to being a real and a very capable truck to being a very functional, truck that, as long as I drive it, it's got a shot to win. And that's what I really appreciate. Those little things that honestly, I wouldn't have known unless someone would have either shown me, which they did. Thank you, Brent, and taught me. So huge shout out to him. I really look forward to driving this. Do not be surprised if you guys see this truck coming up. Not only at competitions, lots of comps, because this is going to be one of my go-to Class 2, and I'm going to throw 2.2s on this because, send it for Class 3. Training wheels, go ahead and make fun of me. As long as training wheels help me win, call it a day. So I really look forward to that. I really look forward to driving it. I got 555 servo on there because, well, I'm a servo killer. I need that. I need to make sure I got that power and servo winch on there. So we'll see. The servo winch is one of the eBay specials. It was an American guy. I can't remember what it was. I remember it cost about $40. Pretty sure a lot of us have that exact servo. So I'm going to see how it runs. I've got it on the Hey OK winch and winch controller. Oh, got my boy Frost coming on here, being internet famous, because that's what he does. Ridiculous this cat. I'm gonna sidetrack for 2 seconds. This cat opens the fridge. I do not joke. He opens the fridge. We currently have some duct tape holding the fridge closed because he wants chicken. That's Jack. Oh yeah, Jimmy. I wanna take a quick look at that Panhard. So the Panhard, as well as the actual steering cat, he's in my light. You can see up in there. Let's see if I can get a better light on this. Jimmy, you're spot on when you say that. That Panhard is custom bent. I had a couple of clearance issues. It didn't work out as well with a straight flat. Thank you, hon. And he bent it to be money. And up here, back here on it, that way, let me see if I can get it on this angle because you can see the Panhard a little more clearly. There you go. That way, when it compresses all the way like it should, that Panhard won't really hit up here, and it won't mess with the actual axle and its articulation. So I'm really looking forward to that. I love how my new comments are not actually populating here. They're doing a little bit. What's going on, Randall? I do need a driver. Don't be surprised if you see me pirate one out of my my Motorama truck. Don't be surprised if you see this at Motorama now for next year. But here's the downside, right? According to Motorama rules, you need to have mirrors that on, at least initially, right? Well, because it is what it is. This body came with them off, and then, well, that got ripped off. Let's see if I can see my finger in there. Yeah, there it is. There's my finger. It got ripped. I do look forward to take care of that. So yeah, your deadbolt chassis, definitely take a look at Intheworks. He will probably help you out big time. Look, Brent is a very creative guy, and because I am who I am, I pose unique problems that a lot of people are like scratching their heads just because that's what I do. Um, so I really look forward to seeing where this goes. And I guess the next question is going to be tires and tuning. So I need to figure out how to tune. These are the KLR X4s. I need to figure out how to tune these so that doesn't happen. So if you can see it, yeah, like the amount of yeah, the sidewall doesn't collapse. So I need to figure that out and figure out what that magic touch is. Is it going to be 4.19 foam inside, or am I going to cut like 4.5s, or what am I going to do? But actually, if I take a standard set of crawler innovations, cut them in half, I might only need one, because that should give me enough, at least on the inside, give me enough support. There we go. I might have solved that, at least the rears, pretty simply. So, all right, guys, I'm going to sign off. My beautiful wife is waiting for me to finish up so she can enjoy some Netflix. I'm sure you enjoy her welcome sign with the little dinosaurs. She does some English lessons online, so huge shout out to her because A, she's awesome. She enjoys teaching, and B, she puts up with my shenanigans. So I'm pretty sure she's in there just shaking her head. Yeah, shenanigans is right. All right, guys. Have a good night. Signing off. Glue your foams to the wheel inserts. It will help from foam from walking. I appreciate that. I'm just trying to figure out which foams I want in here, so that way when I side hill, it'll give proper support. Right now, I do have the Voodoo, the stock of Voodoo X4 foams. These are the 10-pound ones, and I'm not too much of a fan of them for the inner foams. Now, I wonder if 4.19 inner from Crawler Innovations and then use the X4 outers, that could work especially for the fronts. So nothing wrong with getting creative. That's what we have to do. Figure out what kind of best. Sometimes what works best is a combination. Little secret here, at least on mine, these are Crawler Innovations centers with Voodoo outer foam. So nice and squishy, well broken in. But yeah, it works out really well. And I have my solid, very well broken in Crawler Innovations on the rear. So it's kind of a combination. So that might actually be the golden ticket on these. I appreciate that moment. So, hey, my little sister-in-law's here, guys. All right, so I'm gonna wish you guys to have a great night. Thanks for watching. I will post this up on YouTube in a little bit. This coming week, so be prepared. Right, this coming week, this is fun. Brazin RC is going to be on talking about his chassis. So those SCX10 guys, those TRX4 guys, is game on. He's good. He's a cool dude. So Brazin Scaler RC gonna be hooking it up. If you hear that scratching in the back, I pre-apologize. That's my cat Jack, who gets into everything else that our other cat Frost doesn't. So ridiculous is in this house. All right. Oh, Jack. Anyway, sorry guys. You guys have a great night. I said it 3 times. Brazin RC, Intheworks RC is going to be the week after. So that would be the 14th. So Brent, I'm going to have a chance to actually talk to him, sit down, and really delve into some of his whatever's going on in his head. It's a special situation, but that works out well for a lot of people. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. Have a great night, and I will see you soon.